Hello, beautiful people of YouTube. What you guys needed is finally here, and I'm your host, Effective the Casino Owner. Straight out from the OTIS Club, I'm back with another episode. And on this episode, I'll be telling you guys on how being an alpha has helped and changed a lot of people's lives, most especially the topic of today, and which is Brittany Renner. For you guys that don't know who Brittany Renner is, you can go on Google and check who Brittany Renner is. Well, for some recap, Brittany Renner is the same girl that had a baby for PJ Washington, and after the baby, she broke up with PJ Washington, and she's so proud of it because it's a very smart move she made. If you are wondering if she's a gold digger, she's a this, well, I'll tell you how a lot of alphas and you youngins out there should emulate her lifestyle. No, not lifestyle. You should emulate the formula behind how she transitioned from this to this. It is very good. Now, that is out the way. But before I said this, I said that I'm going to be showing you guys on how being an alpha has changed someone's life. Bidurena is an alpha. Now, hold your shit. Before I tell you more about that, let me tell you, what is an alpha? An alpha is a leader. An alpha is someone that sets a legacy. An alpha is someone that leads his followers. An alpha is someone that goes and gets his. An alpha is an unlimited creature. Now, where did the word alpha come from? It came from the pack of wolves. As we all know, if we're familiar with the Animal Planet or Nat Geo World, we'll find out that in the pack of wolves, there's one wolf, whatever. There is one animal amongst them that the pack look up to as the alpha. Now, if you are a hunter and you're hunting back in the days, if you want to attack a pack of wolves, it is advisable that you go for the alpha. Once you go and kill the alpha, once you go and destroy the alpha, that is killing the alpha, the rest of the pack are going to respect you or they will move out. No matter how much they are, even if they are hundreds or millions. But also note that this pack always protects the alpha. Now, how did they choose this alpha? The fearless amongst the animals is always the alpha. Get that. Now, that aside, talking about the primitive times, we all know that we came from the family of apes, right? Now, if you are conversant with the family and the lifestyle of the apes, now in two territories, territory A and territory B. In territory A, where you have gorillas, if territory A's leader or alpha, the dominator, wants to take over territory B, he will go and fight with the leader of territory B. If he conquers the leader of territory B, the females of territory B will be attracted to him. In that sense, he can go and have his way with any of the females in territory B, and with that, he now becomes the leader, the alpha of territory A and territory B. Now, that is aside, and we all know we came from the ape family. As a man, once you go and break limits, breaking the limits of territory A to into territory B makes the females attracted to you. I'm not trying to say we are all apes, but we all know we came from the family of apes, right? That is how it works. Conversant with the whole alpha culture that is going on YouTube and in real life, you'll find out that yes, that is how it works. That females get attracted to the guy that goes beyond the limit, to the high value male. Now, what makes an high value male? A man that has his money up, a man that has his status up, a man that has his appearance up. These three things makes you above other men. Now, an average man barely has his money up, doesn't really look good, or if he looks good, his money is not up. If he has his money up, it doesn't look good, or something about the status. One of these three is always displaced, or three of the three are always displaced. Now, that is how an average man is. Now, looking at Brittany Renner's story, which is the story we are going to be talking about today. If you take Brittany Renner from this, look at Brittany Renner in this picture and look at her in this. You see that these two pictures are completely different, right? Now, you see that these two pictures are completely different, right? You'll be wondering, she just uses skincare product or whatever you are going to wonder. You can go and research her throwback pictures or before the surgery. You are going to see on Google before the surgery and all that. You can go and research yours. But I'm talking about this from this to this. And she even dropped a book recently that if you read the book, you understand her kind of mindset and how she goes and gets hers. Now, she's confident in her skin or that she is a gold digger. That's another attribute of an alpha. We are always confident. That's what makes us alpha. Now, that aside, for Brittany Renner to go from this, now she was the ugliest girl in high school. She was the girl that nobody looked at. She was the mediocre girl. She was below mediocre. Now, if I talk about my story back in high school, it's something similar. I was always the random guy, very random. But when it came to major stuffs, I was recognized. But in the long run, I was very random. But those same guys, those same people that looked at me as random back then, were all up in my DMs recently and nowadays. Why? Because I was always on my improvement program. Now, let me leave my story because I'm going to still drop my throwback as time goes. I just feel I've not hit the position I'm in. I want to be yet for my starting point. Brittany Renner in high school was looked at as the most ugliest girl in her set, or the ugliest girl in high school rather. This girl had her mindset when she graduated, and she told herself that is improvement or nothing. And I don't know if she started gradually or she started with full force, whatever way she started. But let me say 12 to 15 years later, she ended up as this. Now, the same thing that goes to you guys. It is left to you to also be on your improvement program. Now, Brittany Renner improved so much that she was attractive to Lil Yvette. She was attractive to Drake. And when you talk about these two names, you're talking about you're talking about big rap, you're talking about the big names in the rap game. When you talk about Drake, we have, and she wrote all of these encounters in her book, meaning that is an accolade to her gold digging ability, skills, entrepreneurship, whatever you're going to say. And currently, she has a child for PJ Washington, which adds completely to her name. I want to tell you that it took her a lot of sacrifice, a lot of downsides, a lot of relaxation, a lot of discipline, a lot of starting and failing. It took her a lot of discipline. It took her a lot of perseverance to go from this to this. I must tell you, destroying an acne on your face is not easy. Making sure your face is smooth is not easy. Now, if I tell you guys, I'm not using this to praise Britney Renner, but her going from this to this is an improvement. If you ask me, imagine Britney Renner with this mediocre throwback approaching Drake. Drake looked at her like just a fan. But man, Drake wanted an orgy with her. You can check this read up. I think here or yeah, I'll post it. You can check it. It's like an excerpt from her book. If you want to download it, but I don't know where they are selling it, but you must download it if you are interested in knowing how being an alpha changed her life. And in our interviews, I'm very good with keeping up with interviews, especially when it has to do with world starship. I'm very world star hip hop. I mean, world star hip hop. I'm very good man. I've seen a lot of her interviews, and it shows how much she puts into improvement. I must tell you guys out there, if you are not working so much on your improvement, then you are killing yourself from opportunities. You are killing yourself from unlimitedness, and you are also limiting your life and your status. Probably your money too. Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton, or Nikola Tesla, one of these three founding fathers of science, said the humans are the only creature on earth that are unlimited, which means that we are only limited because we choose to be limited. If you decide to be unlimited, then you make use of more than 2.5% of your brain, which is an average man's use. You make use of more than 2.5% of your brain, and you find out that you can do what you thought you can never do. And that is a fact, brothers. I'm not here to motivate you, but I'm here to tell you that being lazy and wondering how to start your day, or wondering why you can't start your day because you are lazy, is a bad thing. I want you to go through your day. I want you to go through your sacrifices. I want you to go through. If you have a goal in front of you, think of why you started that goal. Think of why you must do that goal, and think of what will happen if you don't do that goal. That's the worst scenario. That's the worst. Having to finish your day, I don't even want to say your year or your month, having to finish your day knowing that you didn't do what you wanted to do. That's the worst that can happen to anybody. So if you are wondering on how you can improve so much like Brittany Renner, or how you can improve so much like me, if you check my past videos and my current videos, you'll see the transition. You'll see how much I have improved. If you want to improve so much, I want you to go through your sacrifices, write your objectives down, write your goals down. And I want you to, if you have a plan to it, I want you to start following that plan. Even when you don't feel like following the plan, wake up with tears, go through that plan, and be disciplined about it. It is okay to relax, it is okay to break down, but don't break down for too long. Don't break down for too, because if you break down for too long, you go back to your shell and it will look like restarting. There's something about the human brain. We always hate. You don't think you are the only person out there. We always hate to improve. not improve. But because improving is hard, we always hate hard things. Our brain hates what is hard. So if it's hard, then we're not doing it. So don't think it's your problem. Don't think it's your problem. It's everybody's problem. Once it's hard, it's not done. So it is left to you to. I don't know if you want to end up with a life like the average man. As for me, I don't want an average man's life. That's why I go every single day of my life. I try to go beyond what I was yesterday. I try to go further. I try to push myself beyond the limits. And it is something you should do too. You must always try so hard to push yourself beyond the limits. You must always try so hard to go after your goals. A lot of us spend our time being lazy. A lot of us spend our time knowing our problem. Even after knowing our problem, we still chill because we feel like it will take time to. I don't know why we chill, but you know your problem, kill that problem. Start your streak. Be like Brittany Renner. Go from this to this. I saw this video. I can't use a rapper's video. I can't use because I'll feel like I'm legit, you feel me? So I'll feel like these people made their money through scams, people made their money through drugs and all that. But this is an obvious legit way, although it's illegitly legit because she's a gold digger and all that. But listen, she's a gold digger, right? But she made her money legitly. Let me tell you. She worked so hard to look attractive to Drake, Lil Yvette, and these people will definitely shower her with money. Now, for her to have a baby for PJ Washington, he looked at her as someone that is on his level, someone that is on his league, someone that he can approach. And he approached her and she gave in, she had a baby for him, and now she's living off the profits. If you look at that like an investment, she's living off the profits. So if you work so hard to look good, you work so hard to get your shit up, you will not just be attracted to girls that hated you. You will also be attracted to girls that are above those girls that hated you. Or girls that are above those girls that looked at you like a mediocre. Or girls that you used to dream about. These are the girls. Most of us break up with our girlfriend. And at the end of the day, what happens? 2 weeks later, 1 month later, 3 months later, she finds a new guy. And she's looking better than before. Like before she was with you. And you begin to wonder, is she a gold digger? How did she do this? There was this guy that broke up with this girl that was really skinny. Three 3 months later, this girl went to, man, she was thick as hell and she was scrumptious. And what happened? This guy was running. That, if now the guy she's with is more better than her ex. Now who is flexing? The girl is flexing, but the guy is like, he's using that mindset. Ah, fuck, now bitch, now bitch. She's not a bitch. There's something about girls. They have this alpha mindset. They implement it. It becomes reality. We guys start talking. Ignoring the fact that we men, we made our lives harder for other men. Now get it. Men make life harder for other men. You meet a girl today, you want to have sex with her. She doesn't agree because you are not on her league. What do? You promise her money. She agrees. You fuck her. This girl goes with the mindset that okay, before she has sex, they must pay her. And now every other guy that comes to fuck with her, if you approach her with a Benz, every other guy that comes to fuck with her, if he doesn't have a Benz, he's not getting the pussy. Now, if he has a Benz, he must pay money. Now, you guys have a girlfriend. You spoil her with so much money. Now, when she's gone, you take all your gifts back. Now she goes with that mindset to the next guy. If you don't spoil me, you're not mine. So it's the same. It's like the same cycle. These girls always improve. Why we men, we just stay there trying to get our money up, ignoring the fact that we have to look good, ignoring the fact that we have to also get our status up as a guy out there. You must always, always, always have these three things in mind. You must always try to meet up with the three. Sometimes you'll be so addicted in you. Sometimes you'll be so addicted in looking good that it brings you money. Get that? You'll be so addicted in looking good that it brings you money. Look at Brittany Renner, for example. She was so addicted in looking good, packaging herself. If you listen to a lot of our interviews, she said she was being so relevant and so active on Instagram, and she started approaching a lot of celebrities and verified accounts. Get that? Do you see that? That is how it works. Don't spend time wondering why you are lazy. Don't spend time wondering, I started yesterday, I feel I stopped today. That's something about human beings. One, we are not robots. We can't wake up every day, go and do the goal, come back, wake up the next day, do the goal, come back. No, it's very okay to fail. It's very okay to relax. But don't do it for too long. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from why you failed. A night before your morning, write your goals down, paste it somewhere visible. Sometimes we write goals because we're happy. So sometimes we write up goals because we're feeling very bright. Because after this video, you may write your goals down that, man, I want to be this, I want to be that. See, but at the end of the day, you are not that. Why? Because you were happy when you wrote the goals, ignoring the fact that you still get tired. But no, write it in a way that you will see it the next morning. That's how to make your brain do hard things. Write your goals down in a place that you see it in. When you wake up the next morning, think of three things. If I do this goal, how will I feel? If I work out, how will I feel? If I do some cleaning, how will I feel? If I meditate, simple things. If you want to detox your body, it takes long. If you want to drop laziness, it takes long for your body to adapt. It doesn't just happen over. You are not a robot. It can't happen over time. It takes long. It is a process. So if you mean your goals, if you mean improvements, then it's going to take you a bit long. And in no time, you have improved. In no time, you have hit your goal. Brittany Renner, 15 years ago, she was in high school. And right now, she's fucking the biggest superstars. Why? Because she was on an improvement program. She has set a legacy. She has set a pace for other women. She has set a pace. If you don't have what you are doing in life, just look good. These men are going to fund you. That's the pace she has set. Now women look this good. Now we don't I need to be this selfish, bro. You don't need to be too selfish about your improvement. You need to be so selfish about this Brittany Renner story is so intriguing. I've not read the book, but a few excerpts from her book are mind blowing, bro. The formula to living your dream life is not far. Some of you be looking like one star and you want to attract a 5-star bitch. A girl that has spent close to $15,000 on her body, watching how she got the money. Gradually, she spends 10K on her body every month. He accumulates. She looks better than before because she's spending something on her body. Guess what? She starts attracting 20K guys. She starts spending 20K on her body. She starts attracting 40K guys. She starts spending 40K on her body. She starts attracting 80K guys. She starts spending 80K on her body. She starts attracting 160. Because see something about we guys. See, we like to, no matter the class the girl is. If you listen to Lil Pump song, you say, I'd rather fuck a ratchet bitch. See, we like to attract girls, either they are not on our class or not. Once we're attracted to her, once we like that booty, bring her here. I will increase her level. 21 Savage said it. A man can pick it from the slums and increase, but a girl to pick it from the slums and increase. Bro, what the fuck are you doing? How much have you improved? This is so you need to be so dedicated in improvement. Even in your depression mode, improve. Are you telling me God is happy all the time? But sun must come out, moon must shine, everything must day. The universe must operate the way it operates. These are rules, bro. I have no much to say. These are all I have. It's left to you to heed to them. It's left to you to be like Brittany Renner. I know a guy right now that is being sponsored by his sugar mommy. And this guy, the mommy is single, by the way, please. This guy, he spends so much on his body. He spends so much on his looks. He hits the gym daily, like daily. It's a lifestyle. He's so healthy. Spends so much on his looks. Has his money up. I don't care. I don't know about his status. Guess what? This guy is living his life. I don't know if it's his dream life, but he's living a life that most of you call dream life. So I don't know what you're up to. You can't just blame. See, you are in the position you are not because life put you there, but because you chose that place. You may not choose it because uh, I want to be here. No, you chose it because you are ignorant of the higher position. You are comfortable with your comfort zone. That's why. If you vex, if you vex, ah, see, I don't have as an alpha. Go and read Rena's book. There's no much to say. Like, share, subscribe. Go to the comments. I want to see loads of comments. And by the way, one of the scientists that said humans are limitless. I want you to do your research, drop the comment, put the right scientist in the comment section. I want to, man, let's get this thing moving. I'm talking about improvement. You guys don't want to improve my channel. Kilo what?